Penguin time!
Are you ready to march with penguins? Join me as we venture to the Beagle Channel to walk alongside amazing creatures and learn about what life on Penguin Island is like. Grab your hat and gloves because our adventure starts right now.
Buenos dias, lovers. It is day 3 here in Ushuaia, and again, it's cold, it's wet, it's rainy, it's soggy, it's dreary, but it doesn't matter because today we're going to Penguin Island. Super stoked. There's a lot of different tours that offer up close the visits to see the penguins, but we're going on a tour with a company called Piratours, and it's the only tour in Ushuaia that actually lets you walk on land with the penguins. Very stoked to get our own March of the Penguins on today. Never seen penguins up close, so super excited to really see what life on this penguin island is like. Before we hop into today's big adventure, kindly hit that like and subscribe button so you can stay tuned for all my worldwide adventures. Lindsay is right here checking into the tour. Boom, boom. There we go, we got them, we're good to go. We're about to hop on a bus for like an hour, and then I believe, thank you, and then I believe we hop on a boat to go see the penguins. And after that, there's a little coffee and tea and lunch. Let's go. Okay, we made it. Although we've arrived with a few less brain cells, that was definitely one of the bumpiest car rides I've ever taken. Brains splattered back and forth across the inside of my skull. Not sure if it'll ever be the same or if my mental faculties will ever recover, but we're out here. It's incredible. It's not that cold. They made it sound like I was going to be in the North Pole. But yeah, pretty decent. It's not raining, thank God. And it's not too rainy either. Just a few little drizzles out here. We're packed up. We're ready to go. We got gloves. We got hats. This is the little vessel we're taking out to Penguin Island. Shortly upon boarding the van, we realized that we had accidentally booked the tour that was all in Spanish and no English would be spoken on the tour. So I'm going to do my best to describe what I think is happening. Whew. All right, boat time.
Penguin time!
All right, we have made it. Look at this, look at this, look at this! Ah! Wow. Never seen creatures like this up close. Stunning. This is as close as we can get to them. They're allowed to come to us, but we're not allowed to get any closer than them. Okay, I may have spoke too soon before we got to Penguin Island. I said it wasn't that windy. Out here, there are some super strong winds. Luckily, our guide spoke a little bit of Spanish, so I have some more details to share with you on the penguins. These right here are called the Magellanic Penguins. Please excuse my pronunciation, it might be incorrect. But these are the Magellanic Penguins. We're going to now see the Shentu penguins, which are over that way somewhere, and we've been told that maybe if we're lucky, we're going to see a king penguin. Very sad, we just saw the carcass of a dead penguin. It looks like it was freshly killed not too long ago. I'm not going to get into the gory details of it all, but yeah, we're going to try to find out what would actually kill the penguins here, what kind of like predators they have. I'll get back to you with that information in just a little bit. Thank you to our friend here. He's helping us identify what birds are flying in the air. We've got a caracara and a skua? A skua.
Caracara is llamado carancho, called carancho here too. And then you have the skua, which is the main predator bird in the island.
That's the main predator. That's that's what attacks the penguins. That what kills them.
Did you show the skeleton of
the carcass? Yes.
It's the caracaras and the leopard seal.
Leopard seal. Is that a predator too?
Yes.
Very interesting. Okay. Thank you for that. What's your name, sir?
Gustavo.
Gustavo, where are you from, Gustavo?
Uruguay.
Ah, pleased to meet you.
Pleased to meet you too.
We have not been to Uruguay yet, but we cannot wait.
You are welcome whenever you want.
If everyone's as nice as you, we cannot wait to go.
Not so lucky.
Thank you, Gustavo. Nice to meet you, my friend. Oh, wow. What a sweet guy. That's one of the best parts of taking tours is the people from all around the world that you meet. And come to think of it, in all my travels, I don't think I've ever met anyone from Uruguay. Have you?
No, I never have.
No.
We're really close to it now.
Super interested to go now and meet more characters like Gustavo. That guy was a wealth of knowledge. He clearly brushed up on his bird knowledge beforehand. We were not. We were not so lucky. Y'all, if you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling down, surround yourself with some penguins. The endorphins will hit, your serotonin levels will skyrocket through the roof. Pure joy out here. Take a look around. Right over here is what's called the Beagle Channel, and on the other side over here, you can just see it right about there. That is Chile. It's a whole other country right over there. Absolutely incredible. And of course, if we keep going more south, we're going to hit Antarctica. Unfortunately, that's just not in the cards this trip, but maybe someday. I find it really interesting that a lot of penguins, they just kind of stand in place. They don't walk, they don't waddle. A few of them flat back and forth, but they're just standing at attention, like they're waiting for something, like they're about to say the Pledge of Allegiance or something. Just super upright. Okay, that penguin, that's me right there. The sleepy boy. That's definitely me. Forget the standing nonsense. I'm taking a nap. The landscape here is very beautiful in its own way. The grass is a nice mix of like greens, yellows, some oranges out there. Further out, the vegetation starts to get a little darker. Yeah, I've never been to anywhere with this type of vegetation. Check it out. There's a penguin under the steps. Looks like he's kind of cleaning himself right now. And there's a few loose feathers on his back. Wow, that's about as up close as we're gonna get. Hey, Chili buddy. Hey, Chili buddy. They look so cute, so adorable up close. The one under the steps, we got a really close-up look at its coat, and it definitely had some like loose feathers. It looked like it was kind of cleaning itself. Oh wow, look at these little holes over here. I wonder if they take shelter in those or sleep in those holes. A lot of people told us that the island smells really bad, but no, it just smells like a cold, wet island to me. I'm not detecting any penguin poop or anything like that. However, ooh, looks like that might be a little penguin droppings right there. Might have had to like let it rip. Not quite sure.
If you want to visit Penguin Island, you should try to book your tour as soon as possible. We got very lucky because most days were completely full, and this is one of the most popular tours in Argentina. To save money, make sure you pay in Argentinian pesos instead of US dollars or a credit card, so you can pay using the blue dollar rate and cut the government price in half. Make sure to dress warm too. Hats and gloves were definitely necessary for the trip.
The penguin have two missions in life: reproduction and change the
Coat.
the coats. Yes.
So the main two life goals of the penguin are to reproduce and to change their coat. I asked our guide that because this one seems to have a lot of feathers that are coming off it. Does the coat change with the season?
Yes. And then when finish and lose the last coat,
Yeah.
I think you're
Coat.
saying feathers.
back to the water.
I'm saying feathers.
I think they're feathers.
Feathers?
Feathers are like the
Ah,
coat.
okay,
Yeah,
plumas,
yeah.
feathers.
Plumas.
Okay,
plumas.
feathers. Sorry guys. When finish change the feather, it's come back to the water. We start to building the hole, and then it's the nest. The baby's born there and living here.
So the babies are born in these holes right here.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. You can find the one or two babies.
One or two babies.
Yes.
So each penguin can only have one or two babies at a time or in their life?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Exactly.
Okay. Thank you, my friend.
No, you're welcome.
What was
It's a
your name?
pleasure. Matthias.
Matthias.
Yes.
If you book a Piratour, you got to make sure Matthias is your
Oh,
guide.
thank you, my buddy.
Very helpful and knowledgeable. Thank you, my friend.
That song is called The Couple.
The
And
Couple.
Yes. Start to call.
Ah, that's the call.
When you come in. Yes.
To mate, okay.
When you come
Reproductive
back to the sea.
season out here. So Matthias just told us that when the penguins shed their coats, when they get rid of their feathers, they will come on land for 7 days. They won't eat, they won't do anything, they'll just shed. And then once they've finally gotten rid of the coat and the new coat comes, they go back into water. Fascinating behavior of these creatures, eh? Okay, unfortunately our 1 hour is up. It's time to get back to the boat. There it is, on its way to pick us up. I could have definitely spent the entire day bouncing around Penguin Island checking out these cool creatures, but time to go. If you look behind me here, you'll see Chile. It's right over there, so close, just within distance. Unfortunately, we're not gonna make it over there today. But that's that. Thank you so much for joining us on this episode. New bucket list item complete, walking with the penguins. You absolutely have to do it. It was well worth the money. The tour was incredible. The guide was awesome. I had never seen penguins so up close. Yeah, I'm gonna have a smile on me for the rest of the week, just looking back at the pictures and videos and photos. Lindsay, sum up today.
Incredible.
Incredible. Yeah, that's really all I can say about it. I mean, the penguins in the videos speak for themselves. So goodbye from Argentina. Hello to Chile over there. But my name's Brent Tim, and I'm saying ciao for now. Lynn's got the cheese or the butter that you put on. What are we working with there?
I hope it's butter.
I think one guy said it's cream cheese. But
Oh, damn it.